Have you ever wondered about the intricacies of the microcosm within your own body? In this lecture, we are embarking on the same journey to explore the cell, a fundamental unit of life. We will be covering structure and function of cells, the different types of cells in the body, and how cells work together to form tissues and organs. So stay tuned. A cell is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known living organisms. Cells are often referred to as the building blocks of life because they are the smallest units of living matter capable of carrying out the functions necessary for life. Okay, so think of cells like the Lego blocks of life. They're the smallest, most basic units that make up every living thing, whether it's a teeny tiny bacterium or a gigantic elephant. Now, when we say cells are the structural unit, it's like saying they're the little building blocks that make up everything. They have their own little structures inside, like the nucleus, mitochondria, and other parts, kind of like how a Lego block has its own shape and pieces. Then there's the functional part. Cells do all the important jobs that keep living things alive. They're like little workers inside a factory, doing things like breaking down food for energy, copying DNA to make new cells, and responding to signals from the environment. Each cell has its own role to play, just like different workers in a factory have different jobs. And finally, they're the biological unit because, well, they're the basic building blocks of life itself. Whether you're a tiny single-celled organism swimming in a puddle or a big complex creature like us humans, it all starts with cells doing their thing. Think of a cell as its own self-sufficient city. Instead of tangible buildings and roads, it is constructed of organelles and plasma membranes. Its bustling inhabitants are proteins and nucleic acids rather than people. This self-efficient city is a cell that performs its duties to ensure your body's smooth functioning. Our body hosts a plethora of diverse cell types, each with their unique duties. Muscle cells, our inherent powerhouses, are responsible for movement. Whether you are twirling in a dance or simply lifting a fork, these cells are contracting and relaxing to enable these movements. Our nerve cells, also known as neurons, are our body's communication channels. They convey messages from your brain to your body and vice versa. Everything from the cool caress of a breeze to the deliciousness of your favorite ice cream is a message carried by these nerve cells. Epithelial cells, our unsung heroes, are the protective barriers that line your body inside and out. They maintain balance by keeping the good in and the harmful out. These cells are far from simple. They are dynamic and complex, each with its own specific structure and function. The nucleus, their control center, directs every cellular activity. The plasma membrane, akin to city walls, governs the traffic of substances. The organelles, such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus, are the power plants and factories that keep the city of the cell alive and functional. Cells then together to form a higher level of organization, tissues and organs, each cell contributing to a larger function, like careful notes building a symphony. So the next time you look at yourself in the mirror, remember you are looking at a universe of cells, each playing their part in the magnificent structure that is you. Imagine a bustling city encased within a wall. This isn't some fantasy realm, it's the description of a typical cell. A city teeming with life is an apt metaphor for the dynamic environment of an animal cell. Just as a city is surrounded by protective walls, so too is a cell encased within a plasma membrane. This membrane is more than just a barrier, it's a selective gatekeeper, controlling the traffic of substances moving in and out of the cell. Inside the city of the cell, the nucleus acts as the town hall, housing the genetic blueprint that governs the cell's operations. It's the control center, issuing instructions for all cellular activities. The cytoplasm, akin to the city's public spaces, is where these activities take place. It's a gel-like substance that fills the cell, providing a medium for the cell's organelles to carry out their tasks. Let's take a tour of these organelles. First stop, the mitochondria, the cell's power plants converting nutrients into energy to fuel the cell's activities. Next, we have the endoplasmic reticulum, the cell's manufacturing hub, where proteins and lipids are synthesized. Not far from here, you'll find the Golgi apparatus, the cell's post office. It modifies, sorts, and packages proteins and lipids for transport to their final destinations. Last but not least, we have the lysosomes, the cell's waste disposal system. Now that you've had a tour of the city, let's delve into the daily grind of a cell. Imagine each cell as a bustling metropolis. The organelles are like various departments, each with a specific function, working diligently to ensure the city thrives. For instance, the mitochondria, often dubbed the powerhouse of the cell, generate energy by breaking down food molecules. This energy, in the form of adenosine triphosphate or ATP, powers all cellular activities. The endoplasmic reticulum or ER is much like a busy factory. The rough ER, studded with ribosomes, churns out proteins, while the smooth ER synthesizes lipids and detoxifies harmful substances. These proteins and lipids are then packaged and dispatched by the Golgi apparatus, the cell's postal service. The nucleus acts as the city hall, housing the cell's genetic material, DNA. It's where the laws of the cell are drafted in the form of RNA to instruct the rest of the city. But what about waste management? The lysosomes, these are the cell's recycling centers. They use enzymes to break down waste materials and cellular debris into simpler compounds, which the cell can reuse. Now let's talk about the unsung hero of the cell, the plasma membrane. This flexible barrier is like the city's security force. It controls the movement of substances in and out of the cell, ensuring that necessary nutrients enter, waste products exit, and unwanted substances are kept out. In essence, it maintains the cell's internal environment and protects it from the outside world. So you see, our cellular city is a marvel of coordinated effort. Each organelle, each component has a specific job. They all work together, ensuring the cell, and by extension you, stay alive and functioning. And just like in a city, communication is key. Cells use chemical signals to coordinate their activities. These signals can trigger a cell to grow, divide, produce specific proteins, or even self-destruct. Cells are hard-working entities, with each organelle performing its specific tasks to keep the cell alive and functioning. The beauty of cell biology is in understanding this intricate dance of life happening right inside us, every second of every day. Let's take a peek into the microscopic world of cellular processes. Imagine a bustling city, but instead of buildings and people, we have organelles and molecules all hard at work to keep the city, or in this case the cell, functioning smoothly. First up, we have metabolism. Now, this isn't about dieting or losing weight. In the cellular context, metabolism refers to all the chemical reactions happening within the cell. It's like the city's power plant, continuously burning fuel to keep the lights on. Next, we encounter protein synthesis. Picture a bustling factory with blueprints coming in and products rolling out. That's essentially what's happening during protein synthesis. The nucleus, the cell's command center, sends out instructions in the form of RNA. These instructions are then read by ribosomes, the cell's protein factories, which assemble amino acids into proteins. These proteins are the cell's workforce, performing countless tasks to keep the cell running. Finally, we have cell division. It's like the city's population control. When the cell gets too big or old, it divides into two new cells, each with a complete set of genetic material. This process is crucial for growth, repair, and reproduction. And speaking of growth and repair, let's not forget about stem cells. These are the city's construction crew, ready to turn into any type of cell the body needs. Whether it's healing a wound, building new tissues, or even regenerating lost parts, stem cells are the go-to guys. Cellular biology is a fascinating field, with each discovery bringing us closer to understanding the secrets of life. It's like peeling back the layers of a bustling city, revealing the intricate machinery that keeps it running. So next time you look at your own body, remember, you're not just a collection of organs and tissues. You're a vast, bustling metropolis of cells, each one a marvel of biological engineering. Ever wondered why understanding cells is so important? Well, it's because these tiny units of life play a massive role in our health and well-being. Every function in our body, from breathing to thinking, relies on the seamless operation of countless cells. When cells go rogue or fail, it can lead to serious diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's. But here's the silver lining. By understanding the inner workings of cells, we can develop targeted treatments and therapies. For instance, advances in cell biology have led to breakthroughs in personalized medicine. Doctors can now tailor treatments based on a patient's unique cellular makeup, increasing the chances of success while minimizing side effects. And it doesn't stop there. Cell biology is also paving the way for regenerative medicine, where we can grow tissues and organs in the lab to replace those damaged by disease or injury. Cells might be small, but their impact on our lives is colossal. Now that we've taken a journey through the world of cells, it's time to look forward to our next adventure. Our next episode promises to be a thrilling ride, not through the microscopic world, but through the superhighways of our own bodies. We will be exploring the circulatory system, a complex network of highways and byways that keep us alive and kicking. We'll delve deep into the anatomy of the heart and blood vessels, the tireless workers that keep our lifeblood flowing. We'll unravel the fascinating intricacies of how these structures function, tirelessly pumping and circulating blood throughout our bodies. The heart, our faithful engine, the blood vessels, our vast network of roads, all working in perfect harmony to deliver life-giving oxygen and nutrients to every cell in our bodies. So, gear up for an exhilarating journey through the life-sustaining circulatory system. Join us next time as we embark on an exciting journey through the highways and byways of our body, the circulatory system. All right, that's it for our journey through the world of cells. We hope you've enjoyed this microscopic adventure and found it both informative and engaging. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us to keep creating content like this. Your comments and shares are also greatly appreciated. We love hearing from you, our viewers. Your feedback and questions are what drive us to dive deeper and explain the wonders of biology in a way that's accessible to everyone. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. We have many more exciting journeys planned for you, like the one we've just previewed about the circulatory system. So, until next time, keep exploring the wonders of biology. Remember, every cell in your body is a marvel, and the human body a universe in itself. Stay curious, stay excited, and we'll see you in the next video as we embark on our next journey through the highways and byways of our body, the circulatory system.